Today I'm in Plants Hill Wood in Coventry, United Kingdom, and maybe to you it's just another wood, but for me it's a different wood to walk in. Haven't walked in here for years, so we'll have a little wander and see how it goes. Well, being able to walk does mean that the second lockdown, or as a lot of people are calling it, Lockdown 2.0, I'm just trying to imagine what Lockdown 2.1 would look like. Strange terminology, but nevertheless not a problem. So this is Plants Hill Wood, and as you can see, there's lots of very big mature trees here, a birch here, and birch. They've got oak as well, silver birch over there. And so all in all, we're still walking in a carpet of orange, browns, yellows, whatever. Lovely time of year. Somebody's made a den of some sorts over there. I'm going to take in 2 or 3 woods today, probably 3, so I'll let you know what they are as we get to them, although of course for you they'll just look like woods. But this is the UK on a cool day. It's a feel like 7 day today, and 7 degrees. There's a larch, a small larch, one of the few coniferous trees that loses all its needles in the winter. It's very, very different. I think it's probably the only one coniferous that loses all its leaves, pins, needles, whatever you want to call them. Most of them retain them because they're evergreens, but the larch is different. It lets go of all its needles every year. I remember being in China and looking at trees and seeing that some of them were shedding leaves, some of them were in bud, some of them were in flower, and they were at all different stages. Because the temperature where we were, this was in Chongqing in China, because the temperature is the same all year round, the trees, certainly the deciduous, which drop their leaves, have a problem to know, hey, it's winter, so we'll drop the leaves. And consequently, look at that, a pool of mud. So consequently, I'll go round, I think. So consequently, these trees drop their leaves at all different times, which makes for an interesting scene when you see all the different, oh my word, these brambles are a bit of a nuisance. But that is what it is. And all brambles. I wonder if I can get round by the fence under here. Oh no, I'm going to be attacked by the holly. It's got my hat. Yeah, this is the problem when you don't know how my wire has got hooked up. Oh, good gracious. I've made it. Oh, blimey. That attacked me. Getting attacked by all sorts of things. Now, good gracious, I've made it and avoided the mud. Oh, poked by a tree. Yes, so that was China. We'd gone there to see some lovely friends in Chongqing, lovely Chinese friends who came over to teach Mandarin in the school in Rugby where I was teaching, and we became good friends, and we said we'll go and see you someday in China, never dreaming it would actually happen, but of course it did. There's the mud back there. And so when we were there, when we were in England, we said we would not take any money. We paid for all their meals when we took them out, and so therefore I said, when we come to China, you can pay for our meals. I didn't dream it would actually come true, but of course it did come true. And when we went to China, they kept us to that word. And I had to be most insistent that one of the days we were out and about, that we would pay for all of the day's taxis and food, etc. Because they were trying to keep me to my word. One day we went out with one friend and with Lucy, and the next day we went out with Yuli, and Yuli said, "Oh, I have to pay today." I said, "No, it's my turn. I paid yesterday. Sorry, Lucy paid yesterday." "Yes," she said, "but I'm not Lucy, so it starts again." So I had, in all the time we were in Chongqing with our two lovely friends, Lucy and Yuli, we only paid for one day out and had to fight to do so. Which reminds me, I need to get for my other phone, there's cheap phones that you can ring China, because obviously you can't use Facebook, YouTube and all the rest of it. It's not allowed. So therefore, I need to get a new SIM card because the other one's run out for my other phone, so that I can make calls to my friends in China. So it's the easiest way. I think it's Libara I use. Unfortunately, I've had so many telephone numbers because if I don't use it regularly, of course we went away for the summer, so I didn't use it. Didn't realise it hadn't been topped up. So now I need to start again. Hello, we're coming near a road. That wasn't part of the plan. Presumably we could walk alongside the road. Well, we'll see. Look at these lovely colours. Look at these. So there's part of our Chinese story. Not to mention some of the crazy stuff we ate. But nevertheless, most of the food we had was lovely. The duck gizzard was a bit chewy. Sorry to you vegetarians. Duck gizzard was a bit, and cow stomach was a bit much. We also went to something called hot pot. And this is really where you cook your food in a hot vat of oil, and it's spiced with lots and lots of chili. So what I was thinking is, whoa, I like it quite hot, but I can tell you now, hot pot in Chongqing, it's somewhere way the other side of hot. It really is exceedingly hot. I think I saw a squirrel, yeah, on the path, look. One up the tree on the right, one in the middle of the path. There he is. And they're disappearing now. Look at that lovely scene. Look at that. Lovely oranges, yellows and greens. Well, I'm going to call it a day there, and then we'll do a little more filming a little bit later. Maybe I'll just go a little bit further. This is Plant Hill Wood, and in Coventry, United Kingdom. What I do have to say is that in the next few days, about 7 or 8 days, I shall have had 1 million viewers. So I have to say a really big thank you to all of you who look at this, especially those who look all the way through and hear this bit. So thank you so much. And thank you too, of course, to all the subscribers. Would be lovely if there was even more. So if you're thinking of subscribing, I'd be most grateful if you did. And so I'll say bye now from the Rambling Rambler, Dave to his friends, and stay well and stay safe wherever you are. So bye from now.